Hey everyone, good morning. It's Alison Sullivan with Stamp Crazy with Alison. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in New Westminster, British Columbia in Canada. And I'm just going to make sure that my audio is working. And welcome to my live today. So let's just make sure that I'm live. I can see my face. The question is whether my audio is working, which I'm going to explain why I'm wondering in a minute. Here, I want to make sure that I am. There I am. It's working. Awesome sauce. Okay, so hi Keisha, good morning. Ooh, how's your new setup? How did you know I had a new setup? Did I say that? Oh yeah, I did. I told you guys last week, didn't I? Yes. Well, here it is. What do you think? Got lots of nice light. I am playing a bit with the camera and stuff, so I'm a bit discombobulated this morning. I have no idea why any more than usual, I guess. It's great. So you can see the window behind me. I have 3 windows in this room. This room has got a lot of windows. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be putting up blinds that match my rest of my main floor. And they have uppers and, you can go, what is it? Up on the bottom and down on the top. So, hi Ellie. Hi Jacqueline. So I will get those and then I will bring them down to bring the up down so that I'll still get lots of light, but I'll get the privacy because you can see my fence to my backyard here, which may or may not be attractive. So that's what I'm dealing with. So yeah, we spent like 3 days moving. My back's killing me, but anyway, and I'm enjoying it. Hi Mo, thanks. Yeah. So the only thing I wasn't sure about this morning was on my what do you call it? A FaceTime? Is that what you call it? Messenger video with my friend Ange, and just testing my lights and stuff, and she was letting me know whether it was light enough, but it looks pretty good. I've turned my overhead light on. It's a 1945 adorable vintage kind of light. It wasn't vintage because I bought it. It was vintage because the house is 1945. Anyway, hi Kathy. Yeah, that's the idea. Is you can see probably out of the corner if I turn just a titch. These are the old blinds that were in this room with drapes, but because it was a den. So just going to be switching over to more modern blinds and letting that light in. Absolutely. Thanks, you guys. So hopefully everything will work. Now, I'm not sure about my light when I go over to my workspace. So that's what we're going to probably play with a bit. And just bear with me. Okay, so I'm going to go to here we go. Okay, so there we are. And let me just move your comments over here so that I can see what you're saying. So you can see this is actually brown and it's looking quite gray, isn't it? So I'm hoping that I can figure out the lights here. So here's the mini Catalogue. It doesn't look too bad, actually. The mini's pretty good. Okay. So let's get started. We're going to be playing with a really fun and fabulous sweet collection today. And that's the Lighter Than Air. Now, some of you may think, that's really cute, but, whatever. I don't know why, but I was initially drawn to this. I think it was because it was, December and it was dark out and I was looking forward to all the spring, the fun spring things. And I've noticed that because I changed my office around, you guys, I don't really know where my paper is because I should show you the paper, but it's very pretty. Anyway, so you get the, let me show you the bundle at least. We've got the hot air balloon stamps, and this would help if I'm the worst at this. Do you guys do this? Or do you stick everything all nicey? I'm always losing things. Anyway, the actual stamps here, let's move that, and dies that match are so fun because they're 2 steps, so you can create multicolors here, right? And I just noticed, did you guys notice that? I'm shaking, the table's shaking a bit. Well, that's not good. So this will be just our, hope I can get everything sorted. I think my gooseneck has been, that I hold my phone. I think that's the problem. I think it's starting to, I'm going to tighten it, but it's already tight. I think that's the problem. I think it needs replaced. Wasn't sure what it was, but that's it. So I'm going to try really hard not to move a lot of stuff. Okay, you guys? Okay. All right, so that's the stamps and the dies. Fun. Today, we're also going to use another bundle called Bright Skies. And it's a standalone bundle in the mini catalog. Isn't it fun? But check this out. It coordinates with the Celebration Designer Series paper called Sunny Days. Now, you may have looked at this and thought, well, that's kind of nice, but it's hard to see, I find, don't you, in a catalog? Look at this beautiful paper. So we've got these nice, fun clouds, but look at this. Isn't this pretty? Love this. You've got the flowers and the cherries. There you go. Strawberries. So fun. And then, of course, on the other side. Here we go. So I'm going to warn you guys. There are advantages to being upstairs and there's disadvantages. The advantage is it's warmer on the main floor. I've been able to be more disciplined in getting rid of stuff, which I think is always good, right? Be more minimalist in the stuff that you have. But, of course, I can hear the dog next door barking. And I was noticing earlier today the motorcycle going up and down the street. So bear with me. Anyway, we're going to be using this paper. You can earn this free with a purchase of $60 or more. Yay, during celebration. Okay, what else? I'm going to be using, let me just make sure I've got the right thing here. I'm not going to be using them. I'm going to just show you them. These are adhesive back lightning and stars. Aren't they cool? They give little, like they're lightning and really cool. I'm going to show you a card later that I use that on. Okay. All right. So I'm a little, like I said, I'm not completely with it, but let's see how we do today. Okay. No, I agree with you, Kathy. You can't tell the paper or even embellishments, right? Like, you see embellishments and you think, oh, yeah, whatever. But then you order them and you're like, oh, you can't tell how sparkly or how nice they are, right? I totally agree. So what I've got here, you guys, is I'm starting with my base, which is basic white. Again, we've cut it to our normal 8.5 by 5.5, 4 1/4 score. Just eat that. And this is the thick, because sometimes you like it to be a little bit more substantial when you're piling things on, right? Who else is on here? You got your happy mail. Oh, good, Diane, you got it. Oh, good. That was so funny. I mailed Diane a calendar. I'll show you my calendar. I'd made a bunch of calendars for my customers who, like my VIPs. And hers came back as undeliverable. I thought, that's funny. I didn't think Diane had moved. No, it would help if you put a stamp on it. So you got it just in time. You can rip off January almost, Diane, but I'm glad you got it. Okay, so I'm also have a piece of basic white that's cut to, I made this card a long time ago. I'm going to have to measure this. Just a sec here, you guys. Let me see if I can find my ruler here. What's this? 3 3/4 by 5. Okay. So we're going to be stamping on this. And then I also grabbed some of that DSP. So here we go. I picked this one. I think it's more of a pool party. The other side's got the cherries. Okay. And I cut it exactly the size of the front. So it is 5.5 by 4 1/4. You know, normally we do this where we go a little bit smaller. We're not. We're covering the whole thing. Oh boy, this will be a challenge. Let's make sure. Oh, like you guys, I literally just finished moving. So you're going to have to forgive me if things don't work like glue. Because I just, I've got stuff here. I've got most of it set up, but not all of it set up, So So that's okay. We're friends. You forgive me. Okay. There we go. So I'm just going to use that to cover the entire piece. Kind of looks like rain going down the wrong way, like Vancouver rain, sideways. We call it the sideways rain. We get that a lot here. Do you guys get that where you live? All right, next up, I've cut 3 little strips of DSP. I'm going to just measure those. I think they're 1/2 inch by, what are they? 1/2 inch by probably 5. Okay. And we're going to be using those on our card front. Okay. Let's start our card front. Oh my goodness. There it is. So this is this big cloud that's part of the Bright Skies die. Isn't it great? Love it. Look at the size of it. We're going to use a blending brush and pull, balmy blue. I'm using balmy blue. Oh, okay. And I'm going to just load it up. I'm going to take some off because you see how you get that kind of fuzzy look if you don't? Because I don't want it too strong. Okay. And then I'm going to lay my, let's see, I've got some blue on there from my finger. I'm going to lay my little cloud die. And I'm just going to go off my paper and onto my page. And when you move it, you end up with some pretty cloud. Now, you don't want to just move it down your paper like this, because you're going to get this really weird look. So you want to offset it. Again, I'm going off the page and then back on. And then I'm going to move it down a little bit more. Maybe like that, I think. That looks good. Now when you get, this is smaller than the page. So what you're going to do is when you get to this side, I'm not going to go all the way because it's going to just have this kind of blunt stop. So then I'm just going to line it up a bit like that. Oops, I'm going to do a little bit more like that. Okay, there we go. You get the hang of it. And you really can't make a mistake, you guys. Just keep adding fluffy little clouds like the painter used to say. I always forget his name. Someone always has to remind me, but you know, put a few happy little clouds. He was awesome. And it's so relaxing to watch. Remember him? Bob something. Someone will remind me. Okay, there we go. That looks like a nice sunny cloud with clouds in the sky, doesn't it? Isn't that nice? Yeah. Okay, so I use this over and over, you can tell, right? So just pop it in your stamp set and you're good. You'll remember where it is the next time you go to make some happy clouds. Okay. Now I'm going to add those strips that we talked about. So let me grab those. These one, make sure my clouds are going the right way. Yeah, that looks good. This is the paper that's got the clouds on the top. Let me grab it for you. Let's see here. Clouds on the top and rain on the bottom, I think it is. Where is it? Now that I've promised to show it to you. Here it is. So it's got the clouds on the top and then it's got the raindrops on the bottom. That's that one. And I'm just going to put the happy little clouds here. Oh, I cut them too long, but that's okay. We can trim. Trimming is easy. Let's do the rainbows next. This is a rainbow sheet of all these rainbows. Whole sheet of rainbows. Oh, I cut that one right. And then lastly, we'll just do our strip of sun. I'm just spacing these out. There's no right or wrong here. Okay. Trim this off. I actually made this card so long ago, I can barely remember what I did. I made it and I set it aside thinking, oh yeah. And then I think I switched out. It was last Sunday when we switched out and made the fun fold card. Remember the pop and twist and pop one? Okay. Oh, that would help if this was straight. Oh dear. That's what I love about my white glue. It's going to let me hopefully make a, there we go. Whew. Crisis averted. Okay, let's cut that. Okay. So that's what we've got so far. Okay. Now I'm going to cut some clouds, and I'm also going to do some stamping. So let's grab the Azure Afternoon, Azure, and the Lemon Lolly inks. And I got to remember which one's going where. I think I did 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I did the Azure Afternoon with the outside of my balloon. Okay, here we are. I love this color. Look how bright that is. And then, I'm sorry if it's shaking, you guys. I'm trying really hard not to shake my gooseneck, but I'm going to have to invest in a new one because obviously it's gotten loose over the years and it's not holding my phone quite how it should. Then we're going to take the other one. Let me show you what I mean. So we're using this one, and then we're using this one that's got the little basket on it. And that one's going to be in the lolly. And I'm going to bring it closer to me so I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to try and put my head over top and hope it lines up. That looks good. There we go. How pretty is that? Isn't that pretty? Okay. And then, of course, because it's Stampin' Up, it's going to give us a die that cuts out our balloon. Okay. So I'm going to use my tape, my removable, repositionable tape, and line that up so it doesn't move when it goes through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss. And then I'm also going to cut out 2 of these clouds, and they are from the Bright Skies dies. Okay, they're just about the right size there that I like. Perfect size, not too big, not too small. Now, what I was going to do was bring in my mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss, but I'm concerned that it's going to shake the table too much and you guys are going to get vertigo. So I'm going to just put it onto the side of my desk and do it over there. Okay, so do this, and then we're going to cut. We need 2 of these, but I'm going to just cut them one at a time. Okay, so we'll put that through, and hopefully that won't shake. Oh, look at that. We're back to seeing. We only need to see one thing here. So I'm just right here at the side. Oh, it is shaking though. Yikes. Okay, sorry, guys. Luckily, we're not doing too much, too many cuts today. Whew, thank goodness. Don't want you to have to take a gravel. Come to Alison's live, but take a Dramamine before you arrive. Yeah, okay, no, that wouldn't be very good. I'm going to go very slowly. Talk very softly so it doesn't mess up. Okay. Weeks. Okay. I think we're good. And that's all the die cutting we have to do. So we should be good. Okay, so I've got 2 clouds and my balloon. Okay. All right. Set those aside for a sec. Bring in our little card here. Now I also want to add a sentiment. So I'm going to use, oh, I just noticed I don't have my, this is hilarious. I don't have my cutters, my trimmers. They've gotten lost in the translation. So from downstairs to upstairs, how weird. Oh well, I guess I'm just gonna have to cut it out by hand and that'll be that. Okay, too funny. We're gonna take our embossing buddy, It's the last thing I thought to check. I didn't think to check on that. We're going to use the Sentiment Bright Skies. So brighten my cloudy days. Oh no, brighter skies are on their way. Either one of those would work, wouldn't it? This might be an easier one to cut out. Oh well, we're going with brighter skies. Okay, I'm going to do it as close as I can to the bottom so I can hopefully just use my scissors. Can't even think. Scissors. We're going to use white embossing powder. And we're going to just add that. Tap, tap. Return all of this to our little tub. And heat set that. I did remember to get my heat gun. I thought that was pretty good. Just close your eyes while you do it. It's about it. It's about it. I'll just warn you guys. Close your eyes. Yeah. So let's heat set that. Okay. Just taking its time to heat up. The color of the paper is balmy blue. And I don't have a size because it's just a scrap. And I'm just going to be cutting this out. All right, here we go. So like I said, normally I would take my trimmer and I'd go, oh, see, that was shaking again. Don't you worry, you guys. I'll get a new gooseneck by Wednesday. I think I've just taken a phone in and out of it so much that it's just shaking. It just can't hold it tight enough anymore. Ugh, shouldn't have done that. I'm going to have to go around it. Oh, well. No problem. You know what? We just make it work. And there we go. Brighter skies are on their way. And I think I do have my Poppy Uppies, which I'm going to use because then I can redo this and cut it properly. But I'm just going to show you for the purposes of this card. We're just going to have it on. If I glue it on, I won't be able to get it off. Okay, next, let's take one of those clouds and let's glue that down. Lift up. There we go. Let's put that guy here. Let's pop up our hot air balloon. Is that close enough, you guys? Can you see? I'm just go in a little bit. I think my lighting needs a little adjusting. We're shaking again. Sorry. Gosh, I had to do a video, like a recorded video, not a live. And it was kind of an involved thing, and it was for my tutorial, the one that you get for free when you place an order. And I'm just, see what I'm doing here, you guys? I just want this partially on my hot air balloon. So I'm going to put some glue on this side, which is the part that's going to stick to my balloon, but I'm going to pop up the other side. So glue on the right side, pop up on the left side. And the reason for that is because this is popped up, this has got to be the same height. So anyway, I made this very involved card, blah, blah, blah. And then I went to watch it and the whole thing was like this. It was awful. So I had to redo it. But I thought it was my table that the legs weren't, balanced. But nope. I'm just going to glue that on. There we go. So there we go. So during January, when you make an order through me, you're going to get a tutorial with 12 videos and 12 cards that I do with demonstrators from around the world. And you're going to earn it for free. Now, if you don't purchase from me, you can still purchase the PDF. It's $19.50 Canadian. You'll find the link to my tutorial store. Okay, so we did the lighter than air. And there's some beautiful projects on there, including 3Ds, boxes. You should check it out. Now, I'm also excited because my buddy Ange McKay and I have chosen the Lighter Than Air Suite collection as our class, where the registrations will be in February and our class will be March the 9th. So we'll tell you more about that in a little bit. We just decided today. Okay, so we want to see some more. This one, I think, did I make this card on a live? I think I might have. I think I did, didn't I, you guys? I think so. It's one of those faux step cards. That's cute. That's the bigger balloon. Up, up, and away, hooray, it's your birthday. So cute. And then I used the smaller clouds that come with the hot air balloon dies. Okay, don't know if I showed you this, guys. Did I show you guys this card? Okay, so this is just using a lot more elements, but it's the same concept, okay? So made the clouds just like we did before on this card that we made today. We've got the clouds, we've got the balloon that we made today, we've got the larger, harder hot air balloon. We've added some more detail. These are great. These are the adhesive dots that come with the, let's see, rainbow adhesive dots. These are the ones that come in the suite. Okay. And then this was a twist and pop. So are you ready? Oh, this DSP is the one from the Lighter Than Air. Okay. Oop, ready? Here it is. I think I might have shown you it. I'm not sure. Anyway, here's combining the bright skies along with the hot air. Okay, so this one's the bright skies. So we've got some gray clouds today because it's raining. And then I took those embellishments that we talked about, the stars and what are they, lightning and stars or something. And I actually used a Stampin' Blend and colored them with, I think it was the gray granite. So it's a really dull day. And then look, you've got the fun little raindrops. I'm just going to make sure which one's that in. Oh, that is in the bright skies because you can see how these go together, right? And then the next panel, it's moved on. We're moving on. Oh, it's getting brighter. Still some clouds. And then we've got another hot air balloon. And then this is a die you can cut out to make your own little basket. So we're now going into kind of blue sky. And then, oh, now the sun's out and you brighten my cloudy days. And then I left this panel just with clouds because I thought this would be a good one for writing on. Then this is that designer series paper I talked about from the freebie with celebrations, the sunny days. And then down here, these are all dies that are included in the Bright Skies dies. So I wanted to have the ground, right? So we've got the ground and we've got the flowers. So it's a little bit more involved, but it's just a matter of making a bunch of little cards and sticking it in a big card. Really. Okay. Okay, so isn't that fun? Fun. So let's look. Let me grab the original card because that way you can see that I cut it straight and then I glued that down. And then these have popped. I didn't use a bright color here. I prefer the bright color. I think it looks really nice because it sort of pops off the card. Okay, so that's the original and that's the one we made today. Okay. Alrighty. Let's go back over here and see what we've got going. Okay. Oh, thanks, Kathy. Thanks. Bob Ross. Thank you, Keisha. I knew somebody would remember. I always remember Boss. Oh, you too, Kathy. Everybody remembers happy little clouds, and then he would put a little tree. Oh, it was so relaxing. That guy was like a therapist because he was so relaxing, right? What else, you guys? Any questions? Hopefully I've answered everything. Well, that wasn't too bad for my first day when I just got moved in late last night and put everything away, watching the hockey game. It was a good thing to do while I was watching my Nucks come back in overtime, which was fun. When will I see you again? I will see you again on Wednesday. I am thinking, just thinking, about adding another live a week, so like 3 a week. But I'll keep you posted on when. I don't know what day to pick. Maybe Friday. Not sure. Anyway, you'll definitely see me Wednesday, 3 o'clock, 3 p.m. Pacific time. Okay. So thanks you guys for joining me. Anybody else got anything to say? I'll wait a minute till you see if you can pop on. Oh, you're welcome, Kathy. Thanks for coming. Appreciate you guys popping on a Sunday morning. Really appreciate it. Everybody else. See you Wednesday, Diane. Yeah. Okay. I guess that's it, you guys. Of course, if you're watching on a recording, if you're watching this on a replay, please leave a message. Love to see you. And I do read everything. So if you have any questions, make sure you ask on the comments. Oh, Alexina, you were here. I didn't see you pop on earlier. Sorry. I should scroll back. I didn't see you pop on. Sometimes it doesn't show me unless you comment. Okay, you guys, have a great rest of the day, and I hope you get some stamping in. Until then, happy stamping. Bye for now.